So this morning I'm in the shower and run out of propane, so at least half of my shower was warm or hot, the other half not so much. That's all part of living in a motorhome full-time and traveling the country. So on our motorhome, I use 30-pound bottles on an extended stay, which I've got a good video about when we were in Rockport, Texas, about the extended stay. That looks crooked, and how they work and why they're important. So it allows us to camp for an extended period of time and not have to leave to go and fill up propane in our camper. So I just swapped out the bottles here. I'm gonna wait a day or two. I've got another 20-pound bottle if this one goes empty, but we've had this one hooked up for 3 months. All we're running is the hot water heater and the propane stove and cooktop. We don't use very regularly, and so this bottle here should last us the rest of the season. So today is the day that we leave the campground to go run a bunch of errands. We work half a day. We got a little bit of stuff to do in the office. So I'm gonna take the Jeep up to the office. Cindy's got the golf cart. She's got to do a few things around the campground, and we're gonna meet at the office, finish a little bit of paperwork since the end of the month is coming that we need to get caught up on, and then we're gonna go and take care of our business. One of the things I wanted to talk to y'all about today is drama. I don't know if it's the season we're in, we're over halfway through the camping season. There's a lot of drama at the campground. There's drama between the employees. There's drama between the guest. And then we've got drama with corporate. We're trying to do the new seasonal guest contracts, and we are trying to get the appropriate rates, which I have proposed what I think is the best solution. So we've got all that going on, and then we've got family drama. Anytime you have 6 children with husbands and wives and partners, boyfriends, girlfriends, fiancés, grandchildren, and then you have drama in there. We're still trying to figure out our finances for the winter. We do have a caretaker at this property. One thing we've talked about doing is staying down south for the winter and just telling the company that, I don't know, since we've already got a caretaker here, is that we'll either go to part-time and get a small paycheck, or just go off payroll for the season or for the winter, and get part-time jobs down south. Really don't want to stay in New Jersey for the winter. We will if we have to. So there's the drama of all that and how that's going to unfold, and it's just, to me, drama is very stressful, and there seems to be a lot of stress. And when there's a lot of stress, I am a stress eater. And y'all have already seen what's happened over the 3.5 months, almost 4 months that we've been at this campground, and all the stress with everything breaking. And I haven't even told you what all broke this week. But I say all that to say that with all the drama and stress, I have not been sleeping well. I have gained 27 pounds. And what I found when I was in South Carolina, when I was stressed, especially when we were dealing with being back home in the community and where our son passed away and where we raised all our children, that's when it all started. And so I started fasting and exercising. And so I decided last night at, 7 o'clock, that I was going to do a 24-hour fast. So I didn't have dinner last night and haven't had breakfast this morning. So at 7 o'clock tonight, we'll go and get some dinner, and it'll probably be something light. And so I'm fasting today. That seems to clear my head, and it seems to reset my body. And then I'm gonna start exercising again. But all I can do is control the drama that I have control of, or control of the way it affects me. So employee drama, I really don't have any control over. Seasonal drama, I don't have any control over. Family drama, I do have control over, and I'm just have got to decide how I'm going to handle that. Anybody with a large family knows there's always stuff going on in the background. But so today's plans are, we're going to go down to Walmart. We're going to go, as you see, I'm not wearing a hat today. I want to go over to Mays Landing and get my hair cut. And Mays Landing is next to the haircut place, is the place with the kitty cats. So I want to go over there and see about adoptions and adopting a kitty cat. And so that should be fun. And then Cindy and I are just going to knock around and have some me time. So that's the plans for the day. We hope you join us. By the way, I would like to thank all the people that are in our memberships. And if you don't know about our memberships, we offer 4 different levels of memberships that help support our channel and kind of make up for the deficiencies we have in our monthly budget. And they start at 99 cents and they go all the way up to $19.99. With $19.99 you get a postcard every month from us. We'll be mailing those today, so when we're in Tuckerton or Mays Landing, and we may even go to Manahawkin, I don't know, but while we're out, I've got those postcards to mail. So I thank everybody for your support, your continued support. And if you thought about helping us out along the road, especially since we're contemplating taking the winter off from a paid job or from a full-time paid job, the membership information is below. I think they're 99 cents, $4.99, $9.99, and $19.99, and each one gives you different levels of contact. But that's enough about that. We thank y'all. We hope you enjoy our travels today as we are going from place to place and enjoying being away from the campground. So I see Cindy's here at the office. We'll go in and see what she's up to and check in. Oh, she brought me a water bottle. There she is up front talking to Miss Bernadette. So I'm in the laundry room here at the campground and talking about drama. So I think I'm doing a good thing. So I found an extra window unit up at the maintenance building. It's always been so hot in this room, so I added the air conditioner Wednesday or Thursday, put a note on the door to please keep the laundry room closed because of the air conditioning. Same thing we do when we have the heater on. And instead of anybody going, wow, this is awesome, we can be more comfortable, I had one of the seasonals come to me say, why are you wasting all that electricity? We've never had air conditioning in that building before. I enjoy having the door open and being in nature. It's like, really? It's like more drama. And so I told him, I thank you for your opinion, but I thought they were outweighed by more of the guests that would prefer a cooler environment. And I'm leaving the air conditioner the way it is, but it's like, can you not please anybody? Only the negative is reported, none of the positive. So here we are in the pool room. As you can see, this pump, filter system, chlorinator are not working. This one's working, you can see the thing moving. So last week that pump went out and the chlorinator broke, all at the same time. So for $6,375, we can get a new 3 horsepower variable speed Pantera like that one, put over here, and a new chlorinator. I have been for the last week just doctoring the pool. As you can see, I've switched to liquid chlorine. We're doing liquid chlorine at night, testing everything, keeping the levels up because the flow is down because only 50% of the system is working. We've been able to keep the pool open. It's been a lot of work. And we were supposed to get tomorrow the new pump, new chlorinator, everything was going to be hunky-dory. But that did not happen. Back order. You'd think we were back in the vid times. So the pool is open. You can see that it's got a darker tint to it. It is not crystal blue. The state just came out and tested it. They do that on Tuesdays. And chlorine is, and the pH are both right in the range it's supposed to be in. I explained to them about the flow problem and showed them the contract that I have with the pool company. They told me to keep on doing a good job, to keep the pool open as long as we can keep the chemicals in the right area. But it's just one more thing. So now I'm behind the store. See, here's the store. Friday we had a huge rainstorm. Lightning struck out here on this main street somewhere. Blew out all the electricity in the store. Once it all came back up and running, the air conditioners would not turn on. There's 2 air conditioners in the store. I was able to get up. If you go here, I call this Fort Pines. Right there's the entrance to the upstairs roof portion of the ice shack. And I was able to hit the resets up there. Got one of the air conditioners to come on. And then the other one, I had to end up calling an air guy. He came out yesterday. The motor to the fan is froze up. He got the air handler working, so it's circulating the air from the other one through the rest of the store. But so we're having to get a new fan motor. That air conditioning system is 20 plus years old. Thank God this guy that came out keeps a bunch of old, he scraps them, and when he gets enough, he takes them to the junkyard and sells the metal. And he says he just took one similar. He believes it's got a good working fan motor on it. So he's going to take it apart and come out so we don't have to replace the whole thing. But this is the campground that just keeps on giving. Hey, Benny.
Yes.
Everybody meet Benny.
Hey, what up?
He's one of our newest workers here at the campground, and he has way too much fun.
Yes, you know.
There you go. He wanted to be a star. So now a star is born.
Yeah.
So we've been out running errands. It's 1:45. Like I said earlier, so it's 1:45 and I'm getting hangry. Been hangry for about an hour. It usually lasts an hour to 2 hours. It's the first time I've fasted in 6 months. I fasted in South Carolina. And the whole reason we started the fasting thing was when Greg passed away, Cindy started doing research on, being healthier, eating better, improving your mental health. No.
That was in
Montana, right?
In Montana last.
Yeah, that was right after we came back from Rockport,
Yeah, from Rockport.
and we went through.
Well, no. Now, a friend of ours, this is what got us started. A friend of ours that we were working with in West Yellowstone was telling us about fasting. We asked them out, and the way we found out about it was we asked them out to dinner, and they said, "Oh, can we do it another time? We're fasting." And so we ended up doing it another time. And you asked them about fasting. We were curious about it. And they were telling us all the benefits that they had experienced with fasting. And they said that they listened to this lady on YouTube.
Which I'll try to link her in the description.
Dr. Mindy Fells.
What's the last name?
Pelz, P-E-L-Z. And that they listen to her, and you know that they just feel better when they fast every so often. And they were talking about the benefit that there's a lot of good benefits for your body and all that.
One is detoxing all the poisons that are in all of our foods.
Yes, our food has a lot of additives and preservatives, which everybody knows that. But some of the stuff that's in our food, our bodies don't even know how to break it down. And I really think that that's one reason why we have so much of an obesity problem, is we are putting things in our bodies that our bodies can't even break down. So what in the world is our body going to do with this stuff that it can't break down and get rid of? So
it stores a lot of it.
So she has a lot of very interesting conversations. She puts it in layman's terms, and she will get down to scientific, you know, how everything works. Also, if you're interested in that. But she tries to keep it very simple so that anybody can understand it.
Yeah, and for me, it helps jumpstart when I want to lose weight.
Your metabolism.
Jumpstarts your metabolism. It clears my brain fog. And we've been dealing with a lot of drama, as I mentioned earlier, in the campground, with our family, with even people that watch us
stress,
on YouTube.
And it helps you with stress. And, you know, we've had family stress, worrying about your parents and, you know, the kids and everything. So everybody has stress in their lives.
So I've gained a lot of weight.
Well, and we had started, you know, drinking a beer every night, or drinking a glass of wine or two every night, or, you know, we were falling back into old habits.
And we started noticing that. So 2 weeks ago, we quit drinking altogether again. Yep. And not that we had a problem, but I mean, it just becomes routine.
Yes.
And now I can't think straight. I feel like crap. So I told Cindy day before yesterday, that I think that we need to fast again, and we need to get...
Well, you said, I want to fast. I want to do another fast. Do you want to do it with me?
Yeah.
And I was like, sure.
And so I've done one 48-hour fast. I don't have the willpower Cindy has. Cindy's done like almost 3 days before. And like I asked her, I said, how long are you going to fast? She goes, I don't know. I said, well, I'm doing a 24-hour fast. And I will probably do one a week for the next couple of weeks. And it usually gets the weight coming off. It clears my head, gets my metabolism going, actually gives me more energy. But for some reason, when I go back to fasting, like I haven't fasted in 6 months, I get hangry. Now next week, when I do it again, my body will know what's up.
Yeah, it won't be such a drastic adjustment. But that's that's another thing that Mindy Peltz talks about also, is she'll say if you've never fasted before, you know, you may not want to just go, okay, I'm going to fast for 24 hours. She says build up to it. Do a gradual build up to it. You know, you hear the term intermittent fasting.
Yeah, we have a friend that just fasts like 18 hours, and that's his fast. But didn't she say it takes like 18 hours, or is it 16 hours before
Well, she's
you
got a
start
whole,
benefiting?
I don't remember the exact timeline, and I think the exact timeline is different for every person. But once you've done, I'm pretty sure I'm accurate, may not be. You may want to watch one of her videos and find out, but I think she said 18 hours is when your body starts repairing itself.
That is right, yes.
Our bodies are created to do a natural repair of itself. And I believe it's 18 hours your body starts doing that. So if you can do it longer than that, then the more benefits. You know, people who have had damaged livers and stuff like that have noticed if they do a 24-hour fast every so often, that their body is slowly repairing itself and healing itself. That's just the way our bodies were created. And she talks about all that and the benefits and
so I guess while we're sharing this with you is the RV life can be stressful. You can get overwhelmed.
Any part of your life can be stressful. Life is just stressful
yeah.
in general.
And we have tried over the last 7 years different things to help deal with the stress and reduce our stress and the way we cope with things. And I will say that, you know, we started fasting. It's been almost 2 years ago, year and a half, 2 years ago, that when I start getting overly stressed and overwhelmed, and because I'm a stress eater, that the fasting breaks that cycle and clears my head and gets me headed in the right direction again. Does that sound fair?
Yeah, and the thing, to your point, you want to lose some weight because you've gained weight.
Which is stress related.
I have gained a little bit of weight, but I haven't gained
as much.
But I'm not losing weight. But I've been able to somewhat maintain mine.
And neither one of us were skinny when we started putting the weight back on.
I know, right? And so along with the fasting comes with the clean eating and the not overeating. So we do an intermittent, what they call intermittent fasting. We had gotten it to where we were basically only eating one meal a day.
Yeah, dinner. Early dinner.
Yeah.
And it was a big meal.
Or a late lunch, early dinner was when we would typically eat. And it was, you know, a nice meal. But that was all we ate in a day. And I want to get back to that.
Yeah.
And we got away from it because we were working so many long hours
and the chips and everything were available in the store, so we got to be much more careful.
Well, it was convenient. You know, that's the only reason why we did it, was because it was convenient, and we love chips. I mean,
chips. Salt, vinegar.
I mean, I'm bad about it at night. I'd sit down and eat a bowl of chips instead of eating dinner.
So we're headed to Mays Landing. I'm gonna get a haircut. Cindy's thinking about getting a haircut. Hopefully they got some kitties, some kittens there. We're gonna go look at kittens. And then if we have time, we're gonna go over to Tuckerton and go to the Walmart or to Acme. And so we still got a good bit of our day left. I know you didn't come to the channel to hear about fasting, but these
that's
vlogs,
what we're doing.
these vlogs are all about what we're doing during the day. So we want you to stick around and go to Mays Landing with us. So we've made it to the mall at Mays Landing. They've got a brand new Great Clips here. Going to get our hair cut. Cindy, show us about where you're going to get yours cut off.
No, y'all will just have to see. Where is it now?
It's down here at the very end. Oh, it's mid-boob. Yeah. Should I say mid-boob and a bra? Because if you didn't have a bra on, they wouldn't be mid-boob.
Wow.
Next, when we come back, if you see me with a black eye, don't ask questions.
Wow.
All right, there's the Great Clips sign, now open. Walk-ins welcome, but we've already checked in online. We'll see you after our haircut. All right, so we got our haircut. Mine's a normal, short.
A normal?
But Cindy got about 6 feet taken off of hers.
I did not.
But it looks good. She got it.
I told her collarbone length. I mean, it's a little longer than that.
But it should not be as sweaty and shouldn't be as heavy.
Well, that's not the thing. The thing of it is it gets so tangled so easily.
Yeah.
And I found the hair product I've been looking for.
There you go. Nourishing oil. There's a new thrift store here, so she wants to go in. So we're gonna go do that, and then kitty cats. You seeing anything?
No, I guess those are plus sizes.
It's a cute store.
Yeah, it is.
All right. For those of you that have been waiting for the kittens, we're at Pets Plus in Mays Landing.
Are you going to be sad if they're all gone?
I am. I really want to see that little orange kitty that was here. But it's been a month, hasn't it?
Who knows?
Ooh, it feels good in here. Hello. They've got new ones. This is where the orange kitties were. There's some more kitties right there. Oh, look at that one. Oh, I think this is the same orange kitty. Clover, Indy. Yes.
You saw the ones
Hello. Yeah, I saw the ones over there.
in the house?
This is their store cat that just lives here. Right here. There's some little kitty cats. Let's see if there's anybody down here still left. Oh, Cindy, look at this adorable thing. Kitty, 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 kitty.
How cute is she? I wish I wasn't old. I would grab her in a heartbeat.
She is precious.
Oh my goodness.
It's 80s now. I have to get over that. That's what we got.
She is precious. And she's going to be a long-haired kitty. I want to hold this one.
This one just got
So this kitty cat's name is McFlurry. It's laid back, it likes treats, it enjoys other cats, it's outgoing, and I wonder what needs extra TLC. I want more information on McFlurry from McDonald's.
From the bench to the fence. Keep an eye.
Keep an
eye on her. She's being silly. But she should be all warmed up for you guys too. We've got some toys. I'll come check on you guys in a minute.
Thank you. It's on. This is McFlurry.
Are you going to smile for the camera?
Say hey. Whew. See, I'm not sure I know who you are.
No, she does not. It's a she?
Yep, I think so. I don't know. I didn't check. I didn't check under the hood.
Cat her laying down.
I don't think we need any of these, do we?
She's precious. I want to look at that one with the white feet too. What you think? Wonder how Puma and her would do. Can we borrow her for a day and see how?
You've spoiled Puma.
Yep. So this one is available next Saturday, and this is a real snuggle bug from what I'm told. And that's what Cindy really wants. Puma does not like to snuggle. The kitty cat we've been playing with is not a snuggler. And Cindy wants a kitty cat that's a snuggler. Now all these cats are rescues off the streets.
So what are you doing?
And this one loves to be rubbed and scratched. So Cindy, what'd you think of the kitty cats?
They're cute. They're always cute.
So there was another family looking at the cat we were playing with, and we had to wait our turn. And so that cat's the only one that's available to be adopted right now, but we would still have to go through the process. It's $200 plus $35 for starter pack for food and whatnot. And so we're gonna go into Acme. The second one I showed y'all that the lady from the store was holding, they're not available until next Wednesday. And so we will maybe come back. We've just got to decide whether or not we're ready for a kitten in the house. Now we're in Acme doing a little bit of shopping, and then we'll be headed back to the campground and see what fell apart while we were gone. Here's the cart, baby. There's applesauce right there. I want to get some applesauce. Well, let me say this. You should never go to the grocery store when you're fasting. Because I really wasn't hungry. But now,
You are?
I'm a little hungry. So, I was thinking while we were in the grocery store about the kitty cats. Something doesn't seem natural about going to a pet store to get a cat. All the cats we have had in the past, I don't know. All the cats we've had in the past, we've got through the cat distribution system. Like Puma was under a camper, or was under the maintenance building in Rockport. George was on the front steps of the church, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if the right thing to do is to go to a store and pick a cat when all the other cats we've ever had picked us. They just kind of showed up. Even when I was getting Puma, remember Puma's sibling that I grabbed first? Because I said, oh, I think I want the cat that's mostly white. And it clawed me and ate me and almost killed me. And then Puma just kind of like, pick me, pick me. So, I mean, I know the cat distribution system's a real thing.
Well, we were in the grocery store. I started thinking $200 is a lot of money.
Yes, that is a lot of money. I've never paid for a cat, ever. They've always just appeared when the time was right. Do I want a kitten? 100%. But I could see me going in there and adopting a cat, and then 3 days later, one walking up to me in the campground, and then we would have multiple cats. You know? So I don't know. What do y'all think about the cat distribution center or system? Cat distribution system, where cats just magically appear when you need one. Maybe we don't need one yet, because I want one.
For wants and needs is two different things.
So put in the comments. We're headed back to the campground. Let me know what you think, and we'll see you when we get back to the office. So we made it safely back, and Mr. Chance is here. He says, Daddy, I've been holding it all day. We left the house at, I don't know, 9:15 this morning. It's 5:15 now, so he said, thank God you came home, Dad. So Chance, you're supposed to try to find us a kitty. You need to sniff around and see if you can locate. Is there a cat over there? Do you see a cat? You're sniffing. So I really want to get a kitten. Chance is getting older. He's 14 years old. He's getting kind of slow. Doesn't do a bunch of playing anymore and that sort of thing. Mostly just sleeps, eats, and goes on normally 3 walks a day. So Puma's 7 years old, I think, and I think she needs another long-term partner. So we're keeping our eyes open for a kitten or a young cat that needs a good home. I don't know if adopting one from a private, from basically a pet store. Evidently in New York you can't, New Jersey, you can't sell dogs, but you can get all the cats you want and sell them. And those cats are well taken care of. They're well socialized, but I just think they're a better way to find one. Maybe, I don't know. Y'all put in the comments what you think. Sorry, I had to stop and pick up Chance's dog poop. But I think that there's a better way to get a kitten. All the cats we've ever gotten have just sort of shown up in the yard. Or on our way to church, we saw the cat before this cat, George. And it's just kind of always been that way. I mean, most of the cats I got were, well, when I was a police officer. And I'd see them on patrol, take a can of tuna or something and start feeding them, and slowly they were all great cats. So may go that route for a little while. That place in Mays Landing's always got cats, and we can always go back if we need to. He's sniffing hard. There's no cat underneath that bush, Chance. No cat at all. Come on, let's go. There was like 100 dogs here this weekend, and that's what he is, sniffing all the places they went to the Bahati. So, like I said, put in your in the comments, should we go back to Mays Landing to the pet store and get one of those kittens, or should we wait for the cat distribution system to work its magic? All right, Cindy. The only thing anybody cares about, what cat did you pick?
I didn't.
No, we didn't pick a cat. So do you think we should...
How do you know that's all anybody cares about?
I know these people. So let me ask you this. Do you think the best course of action is a store-bought cat or a wild cat?
I don't even know what to say with that. I'm gonna be like those girls in the other. I can't with you. Anyway, I'm having a hard time paying that much money for a cat.
Yep. There are a lot of free cats just strolling around the streets.
Yep. I don't know. I don't know.
But you know that the cats there are socialized. They've had their shots and that sort of stuff, and that all costs money.
But you are notorious for bringing home a stray animal.
Yeah, but I've been looking for a stray cat for months, and I can't. They're all snapped up by the big chain pet stores, I guess.
No, those people bring those cats in, like in a neighborhood where they can see a cat.
All right. Well, we'd like to thank y'all for making it this far into the video, and if you made it this far, thank you. Please leave in the comment store-bought or wildcat. Let us know. Till next time, safe travels, and don't you do none of that rare stuff that you like to do.
I can't even with you right now.